Dearest On Beyonders, as we settle into our month of goal setting, Dolce, what is your goal? To be fed 4 times a day or 7? As we step into our 30 days of goal setting, we can be strategic, we can write things down, but some of us are more creative. Some of us are into the idea of visuals and sounds and sights and the temptations and the urges and the desires. So how do we bring that creativity and that innovation into play when we're thinking about our goals? Well, the idea of a vision board comes to mind. Now, vision boards were really popular years ago. They don't have to be forgotten. They don't have to be something that kids do in class or maybe college kids do. A part of the work that I like to offer is the chance for adults to be childlike and a chance for us to recognize the passions inside of us that may have been forgotten, or perhaps the passions inside of us that can be brought out in a new way. In fact, vision boarding, if you do have kids, if you have a partner, if you have a lover, if you have a friend, this is a wonderful chance for you to reach out to a friend this month, reach out to your partner, maybe even do it through Zoom with wine and say, let's do a vision board evening or a coffee morning where we vision board what our goals are and maybe outline one powerful goal that we're looking to achieve, and then create visuals with it. You can take magazines or newspapers and cut out words and cut out images or maybe just draw them on a piece of paper. We don't have to be going into magazines or getting all crazy with lots of clippings. What we can do, are you vision boarding over there? She's eating my paper. What we can do is really focus on the creative elements of getting out everything that lives inside of our heads when it comes to the goals that we want and everything that lives around that goal. So for instance, if my goal were to be to buy my first house, I would create a vision board around that journey. It would be high ceilings, lots of light, a backyard, a porch to sit on with my rocking chair and my books. What else? A fireplace. All of those things can be visually implemented in this board for my goal of achieving a house. Now, for some of you, if you want to write a children's book, you would put down all of the elements that you would want to write. You would maybe cut out some pictures of children or kids and any of the elements that you want to put into what your children's book may be. This is a super fun practice. Again, this is not something you have to do on your own. We can actually have a vision board night. If you want, I can add a 4th element to this. And if anybody wants to do it, we can. And I just hope that you actually take this one step further and maybe ask a friend, do it with your lover or your partner or with your kids and say, let's put our goals together and just have an hour's worth of creative time. But also at the same time, you're giving back to your self-care. You're giving back to your leadership path. You're giving to the nourishment of the mind, the body, and the soul so that you're developing your skill sets of being a leader, a compassionate person, someone who not only wishes for something, but marries intention with action and does it in such a creative way that you start to live life in more of a fun, lighthearted spirit rather than something that is just so straightforward and maybe idle or stuck. So I hope that this idea of vision boarding comes into your goals this month and that you achieve whatever your desires are with a vision board, and maybe we do it all together.